So, hello everyone, this is game 2 of a best of 3. I'm Madals, and of course, this is a PvP. It's a WCS EU Challenger game. It was from the bracket stage of Season 3 of WCS EU Challenger, and yeah, it's never been cast in English before, so that's pretty exciting. It's rather exclusive. Now, in terms of these two players, down on the bottom right, we've got spawning as the red Protoss player, none other than San. And that rhymed completely unintentionally. His opponent in the top left, the blue Protoss, it's ToD. And now you've all realised it's game 2, I will update the scores. It is currently 1-0 to San. ToD, he played a bit of a catch-up game in game number 1. And the reason I say that is his third was he played reactively to what San was doing, trying to just get a little bit of advantage. But even from the first gateway, there was a small advantage for San and everything. It was just slightly ahead, and that can cause problems. But yeah, game number 2, Akelon Wastes. What can we be seeing down here? Well, probably going to be early gateways from both of them. Both pylons up in the main, doing anything else is pretty crazy in a PvP. But yeah, this should be pretty fun actually. In terms of strategy, Blink is obviously quite good on this map due to this cliff area. With the Mothership Core and Observe, you get high ground vision. Also into the natural, there's a lot of area that you can blink through. You can do fun stuff around there, fun stuff to blink up into here, blink out. Basically, it's a good map for Blink. Drops are also really good because there's all of this. Dead space. The main can get dropped quite easily. The natural as well. You can come in here, quite simply come in and get some warp-ins and stuff like that. So, may see some attempts at drop play, maybe we will. Of course, in game number 1, San did go for a drop into the third, but ToD, he was just like, nah, that ain't happening, bro. It's all looking safe. Gas timing, that's the big thing in PvP, of course, early game. 2-2, as in 2 probes in each. Meanwhile, ToD, he's got his second gas up later, currently mining a bit less than that of his opponent. Goes up to 2 probes, the third probe is not rallied in yet. Keeping an eye out on it, exactly what he's doing. ToD currently mining slightly, fractionally more gas by 1 probe more. Very small amounts, but can potentially make some differences. That's the important thing, because this is where basically the timing of tech can make a difference, the speed you can get your Mothership Core out at, yada yada yada. San, he's opening identically, is getting everything precisely the same, is probably going to go up to the full 6 probe saturation, second gateway there. Meanwhile, ToD, his second gate getting started now. Obviously, that's quite a chunk later, roughly about kind of 15 or so seconds. It's not a huge... That kind of 15 seconds in PvP makes a difference. As we saw in the last game, it can really influence how things are going. It's also worth noting too, San, he's got a probe coming in here. He's getting a scatter. He's seeing everything. He knows the gas timing. San will click on the gases. He will know how much has been mined. He'll know that means what time it came from. ToD putting a pile on very edge of his base just to be safe as well. That's cool. But yeah, if we now take a look at ToD's vision, right? This is what ToD knows is happening. Not a lot. He doesn't really know what his opponent's doing, and obviously that is an advantage to San, because he can now react to this. Twilight Council once more is coming down from ToD, and actually I don't believe that was seen by San. If I take a look, no, it hasn't been spotted yet, so San doesn't know about that, therefore he is somewhat in the dark again. Knows that there's 2 gates there, and it's all looking pretty good. So I'd say things fairly safe on both sides. Interesting to see that a third gateway is coming down here from San. He's going to be playing this pretty aggressive. There's the proxy pylon. ToD, he's going to have a bit of an awkward time defending this because he's 1 gateway down in terms of production. He's invested in tech. His standing army is pretty much equal with that of his opponent at the moment. San has one more stalker at the moment, but ToD, he's got defender's advantage. That's always good. It's pretty solid. Everything's going quite nicely now. Here we go. Up the Mothership Core for San, getting pushed back. And pushing back this Mothership Core really important because it's just about to click in with enough energy for a recall. Important. The Mothership Core, for ToD, playing a very dangerous game, getting very far advanced. A couple more stalkers walking in here. Notice San taking a big lead there in terms of the upgrade advantage. The Time Warp does go down, allowing a couple of stalkers to get taken out. San now skyrocketing in terms of supply. Dark Shrine coming down from ToD though. Proxied. The proxy Dark Shrine is important. There's no way he can get scouted. ToD though has to now defend. He's got enough energy for a Broken Overcharge and does trigger it. That will help him hold this off. The Nexus Cannon is very, very powerful, and that's what we're seeing now. These stalkers getting pushed back. Note as well, additional gateways getting added on. He didn't see enough of the Twilight Council to know what was happening, but he will have no way of knowing about this proxy DT Shrine. Of course, Dark Shrine is very, very important because there is currently, as far as I'm aware, Not an observer out for Sam. No, there isn't. And he's getting immortal. He has no knowledge that there was about to be GTs coming at him. It's not going to be too long until we see the Dark Shrine finished. But Sam, he scouts the pylon. This is the only near proxy pylon. He will be able to take it out. Dark Shrine is about to finish though. And bear in mind that there's only an immortal with another immortal in production behind it. So that is just end result. No, not a single observer. Pylon for Sam also getting taken out. DT is warping in over at the position of the Dark Shrine itself. Should come over, should be able to start doing some damage, but still no observer. And I find that really odd, actually, from Sam, that he's choosing not to get the observer. He's pumping out as many as mortals. He's expecting Blink. Why is he expecting Blink? Well, let's take a look at his vision. He's seen the Twilight Council, as well as it going up to 4 gates. He's thinking that it's going to be a Blink Stalker, big play, but now knows about the DT. An observer instantly started. But this DT not actually doing too much for ToD here. ToD is ahead in workers by 2. Both players have lost 2 probes so far this game. But the natural base for ToD out a lot sooner. An awful lot sooner, because the DT able to just keep his opponent hustled up. He can't really move out until this observer is here. Sam has always got to worry about the threat of the DTs now. He's probably thinking, hang on, where was that Dark Shrine? Why didn't I see it? And yeah, always good to see. But yeah, a couple of sentries are now down. The Dark Templar still just wandering about. ToD taking the Watchtower, and I'm a huge massive fan of just keeping these Watchtowers active. In PvP not so much, it's not as essential, but any Zerg players out there, put a Zergling at every Watchtower, always. It's like a blanket rule. You should always do it. Now, DT just chipping away there. DT still just chilling about. Some Archon's probably going to be coming in. Sam getting down Blink. Notice that ToD actually yet hasn't started Blink or Charge or anything along those lines. All he's doing is pumping out some Immortals now. He knows he's down in the Immortal count by quite a chunk. He needs to catch that up, otherwise Stalker on Stalker Wars, especially when his opponent's getting Blink as well, isn't going to go too well. The one advantage ToD has is he's now getting an Archon. Archon's going to be very effective here. He's got his natural up as well. That natural being up, big advantage. Look at the work count, 32 to 27. May not seem huge in terms of a difference, but look at this now. The mineral income for ToD, solid chunk higher than that of his opponent, and it is a solid chunk. That's the sort of thing which will make a difference. That's per minute, remember. So, over a bit of time, ToD's building up a bit more bang. But, Sam, he's spending his money better. He's getting out a much larger army. He's looking formidable, is the one thing I can say. He does have the pylon coming down as well. Meanwhile, ToD, where is your Mothership Core? Your Mothership Core is just chilling here, and it has enough energy for a Photon Overcharge. Defensively, great news for ToD. He should be able to hold off this pressure. Not too much problems coming in. He's going to be able to just, well, Photon Overcharge. And even though his army's about the same size, a little bit smaller, he shouldn't have any worries. Sam did sacrifice a probe there, taking him down to 3 killed as opposed to the 2 of ToD. But yeah, ToD, he's just macroing. He's macroing like beast. He's getting down his forge. He's going to be getting upgrades. And Sam is retreating. Sam's retreating. He's going to just go and try and work on his own economy. Work out where he's going to tech to. He's getting up the forge of his own. Blink is done, remember, for San. It's not side for ToD. This Dark Shrine still hasn't been scouted. It was proxied, remember. And San, oh, nice play. Proxy hallucinated Warp Prism. Now, why is the hallucination good? Because, 1, it's forced the cannon out of ToD. ToD has the cannon. And also from game number 1, ToD is going to not suspect that is hallucinated, because in the first game there was a Warp Prism in use. Admittedly, it didn't do much, but it was in use. So currently, what has happened is Sam has forced 150 minerals to go down in that cannon as an investment for nothing but a bit of sentry energy. Anything for nothing is always good. He's playing mind games with ToD. ToD now does still have the better economy, probably over the course of the time he's had this small worker lead, probably made up for that 150 minerals. But this game's still very close. Resources lost pretty similar. ToD lost slightly more, so probably fractionally behind, but not by a huge amount. ToD is, though, getting ready to start moving forward. He's got to be careful because there's quite a few Blink Stalkers here. Doesn't want to overcommit. Sans Observer does give some vision. The Observer for ToD does spot his opponent's one, but it just gets away. And, of course, ToD doesn't want to move too far out of position because that would be bad times in case he got some kind of trickery or shenanigans coming at him. Templar Archives, once more for Sam, are on their way down. Pretty normal. That 1-1 upgrade is also coming down. Pretty normal. Fractionally ahead for ToD by about 40 seconds in game. It's a window of opportunity. No way to deny that. It's a good chance that ToD can try and engage while he's got +1, his opponent hasn't, or some subsequent level of upgrading where ToD is ahead, assuming they stay equal from now, and get an advantage in the fight. Upgrades very strong in the middle late game. They allow your army to be so much more effective. But yeah, I'd say all in all, this is looking a bit more normal at the moment. Both players being pretty passive, and they've been passive both games actually. It's fair to say. Not overcommitting to the early game aggression. Ooh, a couple of shots coming down there. Zealot for free. The blink revealed though. And ToD trying to secure up his third. Notice that Sam though does have his third already half done. Small lead. Small leads equal big wins, and big wins equals big prize pool. And of course, you want to be winning here. It was the bracket stage WCS EU Challenger that this game was from, and well, ToD being down one game, he's got to win this. It's a best of 3, so he's gonna make super sure that nothing happens in this game. He's got to win this if he wants to force the third. But a Warp Prism for real, now coming down for ToD. And whoa, ToD! ToD, why are you getting another... Where's the dark... ToD. You're making a Dark Shrine, but you've already got a Dark Shrine. You can't make Dark Templar twice as fast. This is actually just a bit of a muscle memory sort of thing, that you'll probably find that ToD gets a Dark Shrine at this time in the game. He gets it. Every PvP, this is the time that he throws down the Dark Shrine. So it's just kind of an automated response. You see it a lot in players, especially Zerg players I find do it a lot, in terms of the timing of say like a Roach Warren or something. Even if they've got a Roach Warren early because of some aggression, they'll get another Roach Warren. Just because that's the time that they always get a Roach Warren. It's a trigger. They see the game time or something else happens where they go, yep, Roach Warren time, boom, goes down. Anyway, ToD's second Dark Shrine is of course now finishing up. He's also adding on a good number more gateways. ToD's going to be sitting up at a fairly substantial gateway count compared to his opponent. I believe he's going to be going up to 8 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he will, compared to the 6 of San. The advantage San's got there, San's got that robotic spade coming down. His first Colossus is coming out, and when he gets that Colossus, he's got a bit more little splash. San's also going for the real Warp Prism play, but then, so ToD. ToD's got 2 DTs, 2 Zealots. Going to be coming in to play a little bit of a party. There's a Photon Cannon there. Photon Cannon now finished up at the third 2. Probably not going to be able to do too much. Likewise though, ToD, he's got a Photon Cannon coming down here at the third. He's got a Photon Cannon at the main and no Photon... Oh, so there is a Photon Cannon at the natural base. So all of these players are going to be going on a free setup there, being donated by Sam. Very generous of him. ToD's going to like that. Guardian Shield coming down. Bit of a defensive formation here. Zealots and DTs are now in play up in the main base. Notice the DTs prioritizing the Templar Archives. This cannon does not grant vision for Sam. That's a problem because things are dying to magical, blurry, mystery things. More things are dying. This is bad news. Things dying is never too fun. The Observer is on its way over, but not before the Forge gets sniped. Great little hit there by ToD. Getting that means the upgrades are going to start swinging into his advantage. Sam responding by getting the double Forges. He needs to get that upgrade advantage back. He needs to make sure that he's upgrading steadily because +2 is done for ToD. That's a big period of time where ToD is a +2-0 and Sam is a 1-0. Obviously, even if you know nothing about StarCraft, I'm sure we can all relate that 2 is bigger than 1 and generally bigger is better regardless of what your girlfriend says to you. Now, I'd say that all of this is getting into what I consider late game PvP. This is where the Colossi count starts getting high. You start getting a kind of maxed out point, which is not all too common when you see that. Oh, nice little warping of units here by ToD. He's not going to have to save this Dark Shrine, but remember, he's got a second Dark Shrine. So that's fine, he's got 2 Dark Shrines, and he can just get a couple of Zealots for free. Good news. But the point of ToD, you're making a third Dark Shrine, ToD. Okay. I can't. As much as I like ToD, he's making 3 Dark Shrines in a game. Because why not? I don't know. ToD's GM, I'm not GM. I will bow to his greater knowledge and his hugeness and scariness when he is potentially angry. But anyway, Sam is getting in a good aggressive position. He's up a bit in terms of the worker supply, but down in upgrades. That's the important thing. Now, the third base for ToD, potentially looking vulnerable, but the engagement here is going to be quite important. It is going to be coming down though, ToD, with a good number of models, but he has no Colossus, whereas Sam does have Colossi. 2 are about to pop for ToD. He's going to want to try and buy as much time as he can. If he buys enough time to get those 2 Colossi out, actually, this army, both players' armies start to look a little bit more level, but for the moment we do see them both just trading a couple of blows. The Colossi looking pretty good. Extended Thermal Lance is done for Sam, whereas it definitely is not done for ToD. It's not even started for ToD, so engagements will be a little bit more tough. Those Colossi just sitting there being like, come at me, bro. Come at me, I'm going to melt you. But here we go. In comes the engagement. We've got the Zealots charging in. The Archons taking good damage. Things going pretty well for Sam. His 3 Colossus at the back are doing a nice amount of damage. They are starting to pick things out. They're really starting to demolish ToD's force. But Sam now on the retreat. Photon Overcharge has been triggered. That Photon Cannon as well. Just adding a little bit of DPS. It might not be much, but it helps. Every little really is important. Well, ToD, he's holding on for life at the moment. He's down in supply by about 25. He's desperately trying to get more units out. 2 more Colossi are about to pop, and once he gets 4 Colossi, well, actually that puts him 1 up compared to that of Sand. So this engagement is still ongoing, but the problem for ToD is he has lost 26 probes. That is a huge number of probes that have now gone down, and he's basically got to kill this army and go and win the game if he wants to win this game now, because he has not got an economy that can sit anywhere close to that of his opponent. Zealots are also starting to try and clean out some more probes. The 4th Nexus is getting taken down. ToD buying time. He's like, okay, I'll wait. That Archon seems to be on a suicide mission. Just coming back. Production facilities now for ToD starting to get taken out. Nexi are getting taken out too. Not too much fun for ToD, to be honest. And he's just got to make sure that he wins this next engagement. But how does he move down this ramp? It's not a comfortable engagement position for him because of the spread that Sand's already got going here. He's got a good concave prepared. He's going to minimize the splash damage done. The 4 Colossus for ToD trying to deal some damage, but they don't have extended double runs. That means 1 goes down, 2 goes down, and once more, Sand is up in the Colossus count. His army supply is now over double that, nearly triple of what ToD has. And well, ToD is going to get taken out. The all-ins, he thinks, were the cause of his loss. But of course, that means that Sam wins 2-0 in this series. Congratulations to Sam there. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, leave a cool comment, and subscribe. That was an awesome series. And if you're watching on Twitch, 1, stay tuned, and 2, hit that follow button so you can get to see all this awesome live action as it comes out. Thanks for tuning in, people on YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow for my daily cast. Twitch, I'll see you in a sec.